Well, this place looks all right. Let's crank up the heat. I've pulled over here on the edge of the Fern Tree Creek National Park. I'm going to make myself some crumpets. What better way to enjoy some beautiful ginger syrup or whipped ginger than on a piece of crumpet? And it's a relatively simple process. We start off with some plain flour. We just chuck about 300 grams of plain flour into a bowl. And then we've got a tablespoon of sugar and 1 sachet of dried yeast, which is about 7 grams. In we go. Now we introduce 2 liquids. I've got some soda water and some milk. About 150 mils of full cream milk. Now the secret to a crumpet is not so much the batter, although it is important, it's the cooking process. Because you want to cook them nice and slowly so they cook through, but you get all those lovely holes that you associate crumpets with, all pocketed across the top. And we'll just make a little well and we'll just whisk it from the middle. Now we're going to add the soda water. And of course, the yeast, when it reacts with the sugar and the gluten in the flour, it'll start to sort of come to life, creating carbon dioxide, which again, well, it'll raise the dough. You put lots of little air holes in it. Ever so slowly bring in all the flour from the outside. And it should be a relatively nice, thick batter. And once you've got that, you basically just whisk it until it's smooth. Then we have to let it prove. So we just cover it with a damp cloth, put it in the back of the Kia, probably go for a little walk, come back in about half an hour, 45 minutes, and we should be ready to cook some crumpets. Now for the moment of truth. Yes. So what we're looking for is for that dough just to double in size. Now it may take half an hour or it might take an hour depending on the warmth, the temperature. Now what we need to do is quickly beat into it our bicarbonate of soda and some salt. So it's a little bit like bread. You knock it back, but when you go to cook it, it's going to prove again and rise up. So that is ready for us to make some crumpets. Okay, what you do need for crumpets is crumpet rings. So a pan in the heat. Now, the hard part here is getting the portions right. You don't want to overfill your rings, but just push it out a bit. There we go, that's nice. You can see the bubbles, the air in the batter from the yeast and the bicarb as well. Okay, let's go for another one. Okay, nice low heat as well, so they gently cook from the bottom, prove, rise, and the air bubbles will pop through the top of the crumpet and you'll get that characteristic crater effect. Once we got these little babies in, we can just sit back, relax, maybe make a cup of tea, and then we can enjoy those with some Budrum factory ginger. Beautiful. Ah. Okay, so our air holes have sort of started to poke through. They don't look exactly like shop brought crumpets, but they taste a whole lot better. So we just take them out of the ring. Look at the nice bottom. We just finished toasting them off on the top side on the barbecue. I've got my billy tea here. I'm gonna make some Moroccan mint tea. I've got some mint here, just to bruise it up. So we release all that wonderful flavour. In we go, bit of lemon in there. Pour it into our jug. I'm gonna sweeten it with a bit of ginger as well. Stir it through, just to season it, and sweeten it just a little bit. Pour it like they do in Morocco from a great height. Beautiful mint tea. That's that. Let's have a look at our crumpets. Sensational. I'm really looking forward to these little girls. Okay, you can't have a crumpet without at least a little butter. They're lovely and aerated. Actually, look how soft they are. We'll have some of this creamed, ginger spread on top. Yummo. Now, the moment of truth. A little bit of tea. Ah, beautiful. And a nice big bite of crumpet. Oh, I'm in heaven. Delicious.